My friends, have you ever watched a child learning to walk? They stand wobbly and uncertain, reaching for support, and inevitably they stumble. They fall. Sometimes with a surprised yelp, sometimes with a frustrated cry, and what do? Do they stay down, defeated, convinced that walking is simply not for them? No. They push themselves back up. Maybe a little bruised, a little more cautious, but they try again. They fall again. They get up again. This cycle repeats until one glorious day, they take those first unaided steps and the world opens up to them in a brand new way. Today, I want to talk about why we fall. Not just physically, like that child, but metaphorically. Why do we stumble in our careers? Why do we fall in our relationships? Why do we falter on the path to our dreams? Why do we experience setbacks, failures, and moments that knock the wind right out of our sails? The answer, my friends, is simple yet profound. We fall because that is how we learn to rise. Think about it. If we never face resistance, how would we ever know our own strength? If we never experienced failure, how would we ever appreciate success? If we never felt the sting of disappointment, how would we ever learn the value of perseverance? Falling is not the opposite of success. It is often a necessary part of its journey. It is in those moments of hitting rock bottom that we are forced to confront our weaknesses, to reevaluate our strategies, and to dig deep within ourselves to find reserves of resilience we never knew we possessed. Consider the greatest stories of human achievement. Were they tales of uninterrupted triumph? No, they were sagas of struggle, of setbacks overcome, of relentless determination in the face of adversity. The inventor who failed countless times before their breakthrough. The athlete who suffered devastating injuries but fought their way back to the top. The entrepreneur who saw their first business crumble but used those lessons to build an empire. Their falls were not their endings. They were pivotal turning points. They were the moments that forged their character, sharpened their focus, and ultimately propelled them to greater heights. We often see falling as a sign of weakness, but I tell you today, it is a sign of courage. It means you dared to try. You dared to step outside your comfort zone. You dared to reach for something bigger than yourself. The only people who never fall are those who never even attempt to climb. So the next time you stumble, the next time you face a setback, the next time life knocks you down, I want you to remember the child learning to walk. Do not stay on the ground, defeated. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment, the frustration, even the anger. But then, with a deep breath, with a renewed sense of purpose, I want you to push yourself back up. Look at your fall. What can you learn from it? What adjustments do you need to make? What new perspective has it given you? Use that knowledge, use that experience, use that newfound understanding to take your next step forward, stronger and wiser than before. Falling is not a destination. It is merely a part of the path. The only true failure is refusing to get back up. The only real defeat is surrendering to the ground. Embrace your falls, learn from them, let them fuel your rise, because it is in those moments of struggle that the most beautiful parts of our character are forged. It is in the willingness to get back up, again and again, that we truly discover the incredible strength that lies within us. So fall if you must, but rise every single time. Your greatest triumphs are often just on the other side of your most painful falls. It is the willingness to get back up again